What up, guys? In today's video, we're gonna talk about the reality of getting shredded and getting ripped. So, we're gonna talk about the truth, how it feels, because once I was at that stage where you could say I was ripped, shredded, I was below, you know, 8% body fat. So, I'm gonna talk about how I felt at that stage. What's my experience with this? So, a lot of people say there's a lot of negative side effects when you're so lean. And it's true, right? First major thing, it fucks up your hormones. It fucks up your testosterone. It produces a lot of cortisol, the stress hormone. All of your hormone functions are gonna be fucked up. That's why after a cut, you have to do a reverse diet so you can slowly bring up your hormones back because your body is fucking starving. So it wants to put on fat, body fat, rapidly. That's why you're so hungry after the diet. That brings me to the second biggest side effect, extreme hunger. And really extreme hunger. People have a lot of experiences with this, but I remember I had 6 days of clean eating, and then I had one cheat day every single week. It was an all out cheat day, I could eat whatever I wanted. And the thing was, I would wake up 4 a.m. in the morning on Sundays. I would bake 2 large frozen pizzas. I would put a ton of toppings on there, cheese, sausage, tuna, just everything I could find. Then I would eat both of those pizzas, a large energy drink, and even some dessert. Right, some cookies and cakes, and I was still fucking hungry. That's not fucking normal. You know? That was fucking crazy. Almost after every single meal, I was still fucking hungry. I just couldn't satiate my hunger. I couldn't be satisfied. Now that brings me to the next biggest side effect I experienced, which was food focused. Extremely food focused, right? You hear people thinking about food all the time. I thought about eating and food 24 hours a day, man. I couldn't sleep at night because I dreamed about my cheat day on Sunday. I would wake up 1 or 2 a.m. on Sundays so I can have something to eat. That's how bad the food focus was, right? I was obsessed with food. I was smelling food everywhere I would go. I would look at food, I would smell it, but I couldn't fucking eat it, right? Now, I was in a very bad place back then, at a, at a low body fat. But maybe, it's not. I didn't do a cut very good. I I was at a very large calorie deficit, at a very low calorie intake for a long fucking time. So that impact a lot of those side effects. It made them more pronounced. But still, some of these side effects are still produced by the low body fat. So it's not that healthy to stay at that range. Get to that for a challenge. If you want to challenge yourself, see how far you can go. Get to that point and go straight back. Don't stay at that point. It's not fucking worth it. It's not. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're gonna look fucking awesome. You're gonna look great, guys. You're gonna look fucking shredded. You're gonna have abs all the time, veins all the time. It's gonna be fucking awesome. But you're gonna feel like shit. That's the next biggest side effect I experienced. I felt like shit throughout the whole fucking day. Except on Sundays. On Sundays I felt a little bit better because I got the food. But during the week I felt like shit. When I went to work, every single step I made was hard. It felt like my legs weighed 1,000 pounds, right? I couldn't take a step. That's how that's how fucking bad it was. That's how my body was reacting, right? I couldn't even walk in work. So I felt sluggish, tired all the time. It felt very bad. That brings me to the next biggest side effect: emotions. My emotions were running wild. I was a complete fucking bitch. And when your hormones are fucked up, like with the first point, your emotions are you're gonna be a fucking bitch. First, I was snapping basically at everyone. I wasn't a fun person to be around. It was a struggle to be around me. Everything you said to me, I would just snap back in anger, right? Bam, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of my way. I just want this food. Get the fuck out, right? Don't look at me. Don't say anything. Everything would fucking bother me. If you said anything to me, if you looked at me funny, if you did that would bother me, I was a very tough person to be around. Now, in this time, if I would have that kind of a person in front of me, I'd fucking kill that guy. It was just a hard thing to be around me at that point. Plus, my emotions were running wild. Sometimes I would just be happy for no reason. Sometimes I'd be just depressed, sad for no fucking reason, just changing emotional states throughout the day. Depressed, happy, sad, angry, depressed, happy, sad, angry. It's fucking crazy to think. It's so fucking interesting, right? How the food impacts the body. When you're not getting carbs, when you're not getting the foods you like, right? When you're in a calorie deficit, how the body and the brain basically fucking react. It was crazy. The next biggest side effect is I would basically have very weird food cravings. And I'm not saying the regular food cravings you have when you're on a regular diet, like pizza, hamburgers, and shit. When you get to low levels of body fat, you have fucking weird cravings. Like, for example, sometimes I would crave ketchup. It's fucking weird, right? Sometimes I would crave pickles in the fucking jar. Tuna, those Just weird shit, weird combinations. So, plus I was always drinking red food. It was pretty crazy. Think about back then how it was, right? The last point I want to make, the last side effect I want to make here, there's a lot more, right? I'm not gonna. This is just the biggest one you can fucking experience. Now I'm gonna do one more. This is a pro tip, right? A bonus one. Immune system. Your immune system is gonna be fucked up a little bit. I was cold all the time. I was feeling cold all the time because of the body fat. I had low body fat, so I was fucking cold all the time. It was almost summer outside. I would go with a t-shirt. I felt fucking cold. I had to put a jacket on. And it just wasn't a little bit cold. I was fucking shivering, right? I couldn't fucking walk. And that happens because your body, body fat acts like an isolation, right? Like isolation in the house. That's the same way body fat works, right? Plus, the calories and the food, they impact the temperature in your body. So when those are low, then also you're gonna be fucking cold. Then the last one, the last big one, is fucking sex drive. Now, it wasn't bad as some of these guys say. Like, some of these guys say, they can't get it up and shit. For me, it was, I just wasn't interested. All I cared about was the fucking food, right? Like, I was driving in my car or walking down the street, and I would see this hot girl, right? And normally, I would just stare at that, man. Stare at that, admire it, bam. But now, I didn't even fucking look at it. I didn't fucking care, right? All I cared about was getting my fucking food. Girls could walk naked all over me, and I wouldn't even notice. I would choose a peanut butter sandwich over 100 girls back then, when I was so low in body, because I didn't care. But all I cared about was getting my food. But after I got back a little bit of the food, a little bit of the sex drive returned, right? But it was that bad, yeah? A lot of guys say they experience, problems. But it was like that, right? So I didn't even care. I didn't even fucking look. So that's all, guys. Those are one of the biggest side effects you're gonna experience. Now I know when you hear about this shit, it sounds real bad. Look, it's okay to go there once in a year, every 2 years, right? Like, for example, I'm bulking now. I'm gonna bulk for the rest of the year. Then I'm gonna try to get down to 7-8% body fat again. Right? Because I've been at that place once, so I know how it feels. Right? So it's gonna be easier the second time you do it. Then it's gonna be easier the third time you do it. Every time you do it, it's gonna be fucking easier on you psychologically and physically. Right? Your body's gonna respond better the second time. Because your body basically thinks you're fucking starving. And the second time it's gonna be easier. Right? Because you have experience. So, if you want to challenge yourself, really get to that single digit body fats. Now keep in mind, if you're just a regular guy who wants to look good on a beach, you can get to 11-10%, you're gonna look great. Now if you want to challenge yourself, like I said, want to get to that single digit body fat, you're gonna have to suffer a little bit. Because everything that's worthwhile in this world, every big success you want, is gonna be hard. That's why not everyone has that. That's why it's so hard to get shredded. Because people don't have the mental strength to go to there. Because it's mentally. You have to fight with yourself mentally on a daily basis to get through it. You're gonna be hungry, tired, sad, depressed, angry. Everyone's gonna hate you everywhere because you're gonna be fucking snapping at everyone. You're not gonna have the motivation to go fucking anywhere, right? And you just have to battle through that. But you're gonna reach your goal. It's gonna be fucking worth it, right? It's gonna be worth it after you reach your goal. Then you can go back to a better place, right? Hormonally. You just start eating more food, start to build muscle at a slow pace so you don't regain the body fat, and you're gonna be in a good place, guys. Because you can always gain back the fat or the weight. You know, so those side effects are not fucking permanent. They're not gonna hurt you. They are just a mental obstacle you have to get through, right? And you can always get back to a happy place when you start eating more. So don't fucking worry. Now, in my opinion, is it worth it? Now, me, I'm a bodybuilder. This is my passion. This is what I love. So for me, it was, right? Because I wanted to achieve this goal. I set it, I battled through it, and I reached it. So I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of what I achieved. So for me, it was. But if bodybuilding is not a passion for you, if it's just a hobby or something like, if it's a hobby, or not interested, or just a little interested, you just want to get lean, skinny, you don't need to get that low. But if this is a passion for you, you want to challenge yourself, yeah, man, go fucking do it. Why the fuck not? So, this was basically my experience. What's the reality of getting shredded? It's hard. It's real hard. So, thanks for watching, guys. I really hope this video helped you out. That's why I make these videos, to help you guys out. Because when I started out, there was no one to help me. So I want to help you guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video. Leave a comment with your opinion. If you ever got lean shredded, leave a comment. What was your experience? What side effects did you experience? You can tell me down in the comment section. And definitely, if you like this video, you can go check out my other fitness videos. Plus, I put out daily fitness videos from now on. You know, every single day, a new fitness video. If you like them, please subscribe. It helps me out tremendously and gives me a ton of support. So, peace out, guys.